Hello, I'm Jan Ślewiński and this is Military Mind. Armed conflicts, defense and security, land, sea and air. We've got you covered. Overnight, Russia launched another wave of drone attacks, according to Ukraine's military. Sources say the strikes included 117 drones, 74 of which were shot down. In the Dnipro region, Russian forces targeted critical infrastructure facilities, causing fires, according to the region's military administration. 3 local residents were wounded in the aftermath. Ukraine's state railways are reporting that Russian troops attacked its energy facilities in the Dnipro region, causing delays. Further south, in the city of Zaporizhzhia, residential and administrative buildings were damaged, with no casualties reported. Neighboring Kherson is partially without power due to Russian shelling, according to local officials. Gas supply also saw some interruptions, but operations have already been restored back to normal. Now, overnight shelling in Kherson also killed 1 local resident and wounded another. Now, on the front line, Ukrainians have left the town of Sudzha in the Kursk region, with Russian forces advancing, according to US-based Institute for the Study of War. After the Ukrainian withdrawal, some 100 people previously reported missing were found in Sudzha and surrounding villages. According to the Russian Emergency Situations Ministry, 90% of the evacuees were listed as missing. According to Russian media outlet The Insider, Ukrainian troops have abandoned Sudzha and are likely to fully withdraw into Ukraine in the near future. Some reports are saying that Kiev's forces did not suffer significant losses during the withdrawal in the Kursk region. Analysts from the Ukrainian OSINT project Dnipro are suggesting that the Ukrainian armed forces were forced to retreat from the Kursk region due to severe disruptions in logistics, but they consider the operation to be successful overall, since they managed to force the redeployment of sizable Russian forces from other directions and inflict significant damage on them. Another Ukrainian OSINT project believes that the Kursk operation prevented the Russian armed forces from carrying out a planned offensive in the Zaporizhzhia sector. As the war continues, Belarusian fighters from the Kastus-Kalinowski regiment remain steadfast in their mission to eliminate Russian occupiers. In this opening clip, you'll be able to see the regiment's FPV drone operators successfully neutralized Russian infantry, destroy a 120mm mortar and multiple vehicles on the Zaporizhzhia front. The precise strikes helped disrupt Russian logistics and reduce Moscow's ability to launch further offensives. Now, the next video coming up shows Russian forces attempt a symbolic flag-raising operation north of Velika Novosilka. The event, likely staged for propaganda purposes, reflects ongoing efforts by Russian troops to assert control over contested areas. However, Ukrainian forces continue to maintain pressure in the region, with drone strikes and artillery fire disrupting Russian positions. The situation remains fluid, with Ukrainian defenders prepared to repel further incursions. Ukrainian artillery from the Dnipro 1 Fire Support Regiment continues to pound Russian positions in Toretsk, delivering precise and devastating strikes. The shelling is part of ongoing efforts to weaken enemy fortifications and disrupt their movements in the area. With every accurate artillery barrage, Ukrainian forces are pushing back against the Russian presence, demonstrating superior coordination and firepower. The battle for Toretsk remains intense, but Ukrainian defenders are holding their ground. We close today's episode with footage showing Ukrainian forces launch a precision FPV drone attack on Russian positions, delivering direct hits on enemy troops and equipment. See the drones, operated by skilled Ukrainian pilots, navigate through hostile airspace to strike the targets with deadly accuracy. As Ukraine continues to rely on drone warfare to counter Russian advances, these strikes demonstrate the growing effectiveness of modern battlefield technology. And with this, our episode of Military Mind comes to a close. Please stay with us here on TVP World for more latest news and updates.